Okay guys, my name is not Chris Rennick, but he is.
And my name's not Sean Merrick, but his is.
Now that we've cleared the air, we're here today to talk about Big White Ski Resort.
We're going to be focusing more specifically on lift tickets and the range of accommodations offered at this resort. Everything from seasons passes to daily lift tickets, hostel beds to 5-star condos. We're going to give it our best shot to cover it all. Here goes nothing. Company overview! Big White is a family-oriented ski resort with 16 lifts, well over 100 runs, and even more tree terrain for the more advanced rider. Big White is a premier winter resort, opening in early December and closing in late April.
Big White opened in 1963 with just 2 T-bars, which, if you're new to skiing, is not recommended.
The first chairlift, the Ridge Chair, opened in the early 1970s and surely saved a lot of skiers embarrassing falls on their way up the mountain.
The first 4-man chair was built in 1989, and with the addition of the Gem Lake Express in year 2000, skiable terrain doubled to over 2,700 acres.
Big White's mission is to exceed our guests' expectations with superior service and exceptional value. They accomplish this by way of their friendly staff, excellent conditions and accommodations, giving deals to locals all year long, as well as keeping ticket prices as low as they can.
Desmond Schumann acquired the resort in 1986 and began turning Big White into the world-class resort you see today. I don't know why it's even funny.
It's not funny. Okay. Schumann knew that diversification was going to play a big factor in the success of this mountain. Big White, which was in a declining stage of a life cycle when he bought it, needed a major boost to become profitable again.
The skating rink, tube park, dog sledding, spas, snowshoeing, and ice wall are all attractions brought to the resort to make it more attractive to a wide range of potential consumers.
These additional attractions would have helped Big White earn its family-friendly reputation. With these, now those family members who don't ski or snowboard have plenty to do during the day. We sat down with Big White's senior VP, Michael J., who is an ambassador to the sport and an ambassador to keeping Big White a family-friendly resort.
Ski is just one of the products. Spa is important, dog sledding is important, snowshoeing is important, winter outdoor recreation is important. So if you can gather and do all those things at one resort, you probably have more likelihood of staying alive.
The slogan is pretty well known, but in case you haven't heard, it's the snow! External environment!
When you see what's happening in the world population now and where immigration is coming from, it's coming from non-winter climates. So in order for the sport to maintain, we have to teach a lot of non-winter cultural people the sport.
Big White faces a number of external factors that affect the way they market themselves. The social factor of immigration is a big one, as you just heard.
Another big external factor is the ease of which out-of-town guests can get to and from the mountain. As of today, very few international flights land in Kelowna without first connecting through Vancouver. This is a problem for Big White because potential consumers may find it easier just to ski at a competing mountain in the lower mainland, such as Grouse or Seymour.
Other factors include international political unrest, which could potentially affect people's decision to travel. Changes in weather condition, in combination with marketing pushes by rival mountains, could also prove to be a problem. Artichoke?
Technological advances have helped ski resorts around the world with the addition of electronic ticket scanners. This speeds up lift lines and ensures that everyone riding on the mountain has paid their dues.
Big White is definitely in the consumer market when it comes to ticket sales as well as providing guests a place to stay.
But Big White is also in the business market with developers. Most accommodations are actually privately owned, but are rented under the Big White brand name. Shops and restaurants like Snowshoe Sam's are also privately owned.
Target market. The mountain's target market is segmented psychographically, demographically, and geographically. Big White's consumers are usually physically fit, capable of braving the elements, and enjoy the outdoors.
Demographics isn't a huge concern for Big White because almost all ages, ethnicities, and both genders are all capable of enjoying a Big White experience. The one factor that does affect the target market is income. For people to be able to come to the mountain for a weekend, they must first have enough disposable income.
Geographically, the target market for seasons pass holders is primarily local. However, the target market is essentially worldwide in regards to daily or weekly lift tickets, as well as accommodations. Distribution!
Big White uses selective distribution to sell seasons and daily lift passes. They use intermediaries such as Costco, local board shops, as well as Air Miles to sell passes.
The Big White website is the main source of accommodation rentals.
Pricing strategy and tactics!
Big White Ski Resort has priced their range of accommodations under their main competitors Apex and Whistler, as you can see here.
Charging $838 a night for an executive 4-bedroom condo, which is almost $150 cheaper than Apex and over $260 cheaper than Whistler.
Their luxury 2-bedroom condo is over $90 less than Apex and almost $100 cheaper than Whistler. This trend continues down the range all the way to a bed and a hostel dorm, which is about 25% less than at Whistler.
Their Seasons Pass is priced comfortably in the middle, being $639 less than Whistler and only $195 more than Apex.
Again, they price their daily lift ticket in the middle, $21 cheaper than Whistler and $11 more than Apex.
Big White believes in filling the volume first and foremost. As told by our third member,
We believe in filling the volume and managing our yield from there. So we want to get more people into the sport and then try to up our yield as they grow in the passion.
Big White uses primarily even pricing. They also bundle accommodations and lift passes together to create enticing promotions to bring people to the mountain.
Big White isn't the premier resort in BC, although they know where they stand against big names like Whistler Blackcomb.
Look at Whistler, for example. I mean, it is Mecca. We get that. We understand that. We think people have to go to Whistler to understand what it is. But it's a shopping center with a mountain.
Big White is currently in the maturity stage of their service life cycle. With sales still increasing but at a decreasing rate, the resort is still very much in a comfortable position.
We don't see any serious threats on the horizon for Big White. However, with Revelstoke gaining popularity, this could begin to attract the higher level riders to the steeper, more challenging terrain.
Another possible threat is the ongoing climate change. Global warming poses a serious threat to snow conditions, which would be detrimental to the resort in almost every way. No snow, no revenue.
The weather also has a substantial effect on return customers. Families who visit from out of town and get great weather for the week are more likely to book a return trip than families who get a week of fog and no new snow.
Promotion!
Our most effective advertising is radio. We tend to pick one medium and saturate it.
One of them was yelling.
Big White does not do much personal selling, besides the representatives that speak on the mountain's behalf at kiosks and local promotional events.
Like Michael J. said, you gotta have a good website. Their website is a perfect example of how they implement sales promotion. The website promotes almost all deals and packages available from Big White and is a great tool in helping people find their perfect vacation.
Recommendations!
Big White's web-based marketing strategy appears to be highly effective in attracting international families and appeals to a broad range of outdoor enthusiasts.
Big White fulfills the needs for families looking for an affordable vacation that meets the needs of each family member. Big White also fulfills the need of young adults, students, and retirees.
Alright, game face.
We have so much to do.
Big White does a very good job of distributing itself in the right places at the right time. Locally, they push their early bird pricing discount for season's passes, promoting this from late August to about mid-September.
Near the end of the season, they push accommodation promotions to entice people to keep coming up, as well as cheap Friday night skiing for locals all season long.
$10 Friday nights. Big White could benefit from a movie theater in their village center. This would appeal to families who want something relaxing they can do with their children at night. A movie theater would benefit the mountain financially in more ways than one. Advertisements from local business owners, the revenue from actual ticket sales, and even popcorn would all be great assets to Big White as a full family resort.
The Telus Park has a variety of jumps, boxes, and rails, but compared to its competitors, it doesn't have something that sets it apart. Something like a foam pit would attract a lot of attention and be a real tool for riders to progress and learn tricks, which is the key of any rider in the park.
Big White should also find something to attract people to come to the mountain in the off-season, such as a water park, using their chairlift to bring people to the top of the slides.
This would be a great attraction in the summer, especially with the Okanagan getting the heat that it does and the lack of water parks in the area. This could potentially bring a lot of people to the resort and give the residents a reason to stay year-round.
We're staying true to our culture, that is focus on family, look after the locals, and build a great winter tourism destination.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hope you had as much fun watching this video as we did making it. Hopefully learned a little something along the way as well.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're actually standing right over there.